Welcome, everyone, to today's live stream, episode number 10 of our Solasta Crown of the Magister gameplay series. I'm Commander Jorval, and I want to thank you for coming along on our journey today. So, nothing new on admin notes, and on our recap. Last week, we finished up some side quests that we had to do, but we never turned them in. We also picked up the next gem for our crown, and picked up 2 new main quest lines and 1 side quest to do. Today we're going to go turn in all of those quests and take care of a little housekeeping at the start, and then we're going to head out and deal with a side quest on our way to the next main quest. Okay, so we have a lot to do today. So let's go ahead and jump in here and kind of see exactly where we're at. Okay, so you'll remember that last week we had gotten some sleeping quarters here in the palace for us, and these are now free. We can use these anytime we want. Doesn't cost us any gold to be able to use, so we can feel free to rest up at any time. And I think we're going to do that, but first let's take care of some housekeeping stuff. Okay, so you can see that the next 2 quests have spawned. Okay, so if we look at our journal, we have the Cradle of Fire and the Mind of the Master. Path of the Glory is going to complete after we do these 2. We have some stuff that we can turn in. Ancient Knowledge, Apostasy, Arwen Merton's Sword, and Origins of the Crown, we can all turn in. Bitteroot's treasure map we got when we left the area last week, and we're going to be knocking that out here as soon as we start. So let's take a look at a couple things. We're going to go over to the Circle of Denantar contact and see if there's anything that we can sell just directly to them that only they need. Honestly, I don't know where we are in our relics and that sort of stuff to see, so.
Deputies, do you have anything for the circle?
We might.
Okay, so let's just look and see if there's anything just for them, and there is, so. 2 encrypted spell books that only get sold to them, so we might as well do it.
Stay in the light, deputies.
Okay, and then we're going to head over to Chaplain Dallin Lark here.
Clear skies, adventurers.
Take a look.
Stay in the light, adventurers.
And that's going to complete Apostasy. Okay, all of the stuff that we picked up about M10 Dewars, or Dewaz, now is gone from our inventories.
Clear skies, adventurers.
We do require your services.
And I want to look at something here. Okay, because I think I want to pick up the Ring of All Words. Just so I don't have to spend a spell slot on it. Got a Ring of Poison resistance. I mean, the Helm of Comprehend Languages I could use, but... or I can't use for her. I think I want to do it. So we'll put that in there and then we'll sell some items. Try and get some of this back. Okay, we don't need the plate. We don't need another Manicalan Rosary, I don't think. More heavy plate. I'm assuming that we already have a heavy crossbow on Rudi. And we don't need either one of the hide armor +1s or the bracers of stunning strike. I'm pretty sure we already have the bracers of stunning strike. We do. And we have a heavy crossbow here. We do. Oh. Okay. So we're going to change our attunement here. And head back to... Actually, let's head up to the Antiquarians.
Clear skies, my friends. You have some treasure in your backpacks?
See what you think of this.
Okay, so between the two, Antiquarians and Tower of Knowledge, I'm going to take the Antiquarians every time. Okay, all the others have multiple people they can go to.
See you next time, friends. Clear skies, my friends. You have some treasure in your backpacks?
We do require your services.
Okay, so let me look here real quick. I think we have gonna take a ring of fire resistance. I think we have gloves of thievery in here somewhere. I'm not gonna buy a horn of blasting. We're gonna get one here in a little bit. Gloves of missile snaring. Gloves of thievery. There they are right there. Okay. Okay, so the ring of fire resistance is going to Sharon, actually. Gloves of thievery are going to go to M. So gloves of thievery do not require an attunement, but they give us a +5 on our thieves tool checks. And then the ring of fire resistance here does require attunement for her. And you'll see why we're going to need that coming up today. So let's go to Gorham here and we'll sell off all of this stuff. Okay, so I don't think there's anything else that we need to sell here. We're going to keep the mace +1 on us. In case we run into skeletons, we'll want to make a change to blunt damage. That'll just get the books out of our inventory. You can't sell things with 0 value by themselves. Don't need another wand. Okay. And then let's go turn in our quests. Okay. So that's going to turn in all of those quests that we had. Our relations went up quite a bit to a bunch of things, and we get 3 new quests here. Okay. Between level 6 and level 8. Okay, so the collector runs in the family, and the Magister's amulet. Bitteroot's treasure map is still in progress. Let's go see if the scavengers have picked anything up. Okay, so looks like they've completed everything, but there's nothing in any of these for us to pick up. So we did a good job picking everything up. Oh. No, we didn't. Wow, we left all this stuff behind? Really? Okay, we're going to take all of this. Have Am take another stack of arrows. I thought we had done a better job picking things up than that. That was a whole lot of stuff that I left behind somewhere. Okay, so now we're going to go drop off all of our inventory of stuff, and we have a bunch of stuff in here that we can sell off as well. And I think everything else is ingredients or primed items. So we'll start getting rid of those exact same things. And we're going to be re-equipping the longsword +1 here in a second. Okay, I think that's it there. We need to sell those torches too. So here's our ingredients. And reordered. Okay. One last sell and we should be good here. So we have a bunch of arrows that we probably don't need all of. Let's get rid of the torches. And I don't think we need... I'll see if we need another Manacalon Rosary or not. Hey, Rudi, welcome. Good to see you again. Okay, so we've got a bunch of bolts here. We'll just keep one stack on us. We'll get rid of the projectile parts. I'm not gonna be crafting those. I'm finding enough laying on the ground. I need to identify that. No worries, Rudi. You're good. So we're gonna put the Doomblade Rapier back on, and we're gonna get rid of Arwen Merton's sword because he's gonna want that back here in a second. I think we've got more than enough bolts, so I'll sell all of those off. And I need to identify this. Forgot about this. That's the Ring of the Lightbringers. So it's actually quite useful. It casts Shine and casts Light at will. So when you're getting into... now he can already cast Light as a cantrip. Oops, and let's see if the... Okay, so yeah, he's got a +4 bonus on the Manacalon Rosary and a +5 bonus here, so we'll leave the Manacalon Rosary on him. And let's go get rid of these arrows and we should be done. Yep, I think we're good. Okay. So we've got more than enough food. So let's go over here and talk to Arwen Merton.
Hello, Arwen.
Arwen? We're friends now? I'll keep calling you Kid, I think.
Suit yourself. I suppose you know the name Corporan.
You bet.
Apparently, you're indebted to someone there. An elf ranger. She calls herself Bitteroot.
Oh, really?
Something to do with her mood, maybe.
She said you owe her a child.
She's crazy.
We just said we'd bring the message. She's still waiting.
Yeah, thanks for the message.
Maybe you would like to share a story with us.
No, I don't.
You didn't take her child away from her?
You're out of line. I'd step back if I were you.
All right, it's none of our business. She gave us this for you.
What? I don't believe it. She went back for it.
Feel more like talking now?
Get out!
Okay, and that's going to advance that section of Arwen Merton's story. It's going to keep going as we continue on through this. So we're going to head out and we're going to do some of these side quests here. And we'll see how far we get through all of them before we head on to do or start one of the two main quests. Now, that isn't a guarantee that we're going to get through those at all today, but we're going to see how far we can make it through a bunch of these. So we need to go to the Manicalan Ruin, the Silent Whisper Outpost, the Fortress of the Shield, and the River Pass. Okay, so let's head back to our quarters. Can never remember which side they're on. Here we go. And we'll take a little sleep.
Your rooms are ready.
Okay, so we'll look at our attunement. Okay. And Sharon's health dropped. It's not full up because she attuned to that item after her long rest, and that increased her HP. So we'll do a second attunement and during our first long rest when we're out on the road. Okay, so we're gonna head to the exit just to kind of see where we want to go here and how we want to get there. Okay, so we need to get to the Manicalan Ruin here. We need to get to the Imperial Outpost Ruins and the Fortress of the Shield. Now, the Fortress of the Shield has a major gate. The Imperial Outpost Ruins, we could take the major gate to Copperan and come south to get to it. The Manicalan Ruin, the Carolam Outpost, neither one of them have a major gate. Okay, so I think we're going to deal with runs in the family first. Then we're going to take the major gate to Copperan, come south to the Imperial Outpost Ruins, and then I'll look and see what the travel time is on whether or not we want to travel back to Copperan to take the major gate to Caer Kiflin, then to the Manicalan Ruin, or if we want to come straight out of the Imperial Outpost Ruins to the Manacalon ruin. So let's re-enter Caer Kiflin, and we will head to the Fortress of the Shield. Okay, so we will head back to Sunblaze Court. And we will head to the Gate Officer. Okay, and we're going to head to the Fortress of the Shield. Okay, so let's head up. And good, it's daytime. Okay, so we now have to look at runs in the family. One should retrieve an item from the ruins around Andestraeus Fortress. He believes one of his ancestors lived there. Find anything that proves this and bring it back. Okay, if we look to the southwest over here, this is where we're going to be going, and you can see there's some broods of flesh in here. So actually, let me head up here. And we'll bring Rudi in here to scout. Or M in here to scout, sorry. And let's start this off. And now we're gonna leave. We're just going to ready up some attacks. And you can see they're taking radiant damage the entire time. It is daylight. Okay, now we're just gonna wait. Okay, so if they don't come out, I'll go get them. Because I'm still in stealth. But you can see, I don't have to do anything. I can sit there and just hang out.
Did we not say silent?
Okay, so now I'm going to use darkness, and I'm going to carefully position it.
Solasta, Evo.
Kill them all!
Okay, and that's what I want, is I want them stopping just outside the perimeter of darkness.
Arcana, Evo. Malvis.
You have them now. You'll die like the rest.
Oh, come on. I'm gonna pass on the smites. And you see, I'm being a little conservative with my action economy here.
Solasta, Evo.
Well struck.
We rolled a 17 and a 20.
Arcana, Evo. Malvis.
A modest success.
And this should end things here.
Solasta, Evo.
Ha! That must have hurt.
Okay, so I did increase my knowledge. Okay, now here, let's go loot. There normally isn't that much loot from the broods. Okay, now for this... want to come in here and we want to be in cautious mode. When you're in cautious mode, you're able to search out this little area here. And that's going to get you the ancient letter. And complete runs in the family. Okay, so now we're going to take the major gate back to Corporan. Okay, so we are all the way down here in the basement, but it's not that big a deal to fast travel out of here. And on this trip, we'll rest at least once, and that will get us up and we'll do our second attunement here. Okay, and we're going to head to the Imperial Outpost Ruins. Going to take us one long rest, which is exactly what we need. Okay, we're going to do an attunement here and give her the Ring of Fire Resistance. We're going to definitely need that. Let's just make sure nobody else has any attunements. They don't. Okay, so we're going to go into cautious mode here. And what we want to, here's where the enemies are, right here. Okay. Now, there are multiple ways for us to play this, but none of them really have huge advantages, one way or another. The Archmage is the dangerous one here, so you definitely want to get somebody into that, or into a spot where you can attack the Archmage. Otherwise, you're going to get fireballs thrown at you. Things can get a little iffy when that happens. So what I would like to do is to get M right in the middle of all of this. and have him cast darkness, and that way I can bring everybody else up into that darkness, and the Archmage isn't going to be able to use AoE spells because it's going to hit, well, he will. But when he does, it will hit everybody else with him also. So that's kind of the goal here. Okay, now one's looking around behind, one's looking this way. So it's only the Archmage and the patrolling Berserker that I have to worry about. Ah, and I didn't get it in time. I didn't think he could see me there. So I'm not going to be close enough. But I might be able to get everybody in range to be able to deal some ranged damage here.
I really thought never mind.
Arcana Angel Minore.
Okay, counterspell, that used the reaction. Okay, so let's get in here. Turn on Stunning Strike. We're going to use Flurry of Blows. See if we can stun the Archmage. Outstanding. Okay, so now we'll just go after... I don't know if we can get there. We can. We can get to the Evil Priest. We could try and Stunning Strike the Evil Priest, too. Oh, yeah, only once per turn. Okay, so Rudi is gonna dash. Get up here.
Clumsy.
Okay, and Baron can just come straight up. Healing. Perfect. Love it.
Victory is mine!
Outstanding. I think I'm still in the darkness there. Just in case, we'll give her disadvantage on any ranged attack spells. Actually move here. I want that berserker to get in the darkness.
No! No quarter given.
Okay, stunned. Perfect. Love it. Let's get rid of the priest. Oh,
You'll die anyway.
you had to miss that one? I think I'll let Sharon take the evil priest out. Let's move here and get some damage on the veteran here. World Divine Smite.
You have them now! Ah!
Okay, now here. Kind of want to focus the berserker after this, so let's see if we can get one on the evil priest and we can hopefully get a kill here and then extra damage on the berserker. Perfect. So the berserker's got to go.
Death reaches out
So
for
we
you.
saved on Constitution against the Doomblade. But he's not going to last very long.
Take that.
Okay. Now Rudi could go after him, but I'm going to have him end his turn. I'm going to have Sharon. I'm not worried about the damage the veteran's going to do. We're going to be taking long rests on our trip here in a little bit. I'm more interested in bestiary knowledge. And he's got disadvantage on all his attack rolls in here.
Believe it.
I'll quicken it. So that way I still have my action to be able to cast a cantrip.
Solasta Evo.
You lose.
And it looks like I did pass. On some of them. Okay, so I missed on the veteran. I got the evil priest. I got the berserker and I failed on the archmage. Okay, so here. Fireball scroll. Love it. Ah, looks like we got a headband of intellect. And we got the insignia of the First Legion, which is going to end the collector quest. So let's take a look at our inventory here. And we'll identify the metallic headband. I'm pretty sure this is a headband of intellect. Yep, it is. So we've seen this before from Baldur's Gate 3. Do I have somebody? Did I not equip the handy haversack on somebody? Oh, I must have picked up another one. Okay. Good. I will give that to M. So the headband of intellect, your intelligence score is 19 while you're wearing it. It doesn't really do anything for us here. Most of the stuff that we're using is wisdom based and that sort of stuff. It requires attunement. It will help with saving throws. Okay. Oh, and it will help with crafting as well. I forgot about that. So this will be a good thing for her because the crafting bonus here is based on her proficiency with Manacalon Rosary and Arcana. Her proficiency is given her +3. Arcana is an intelligence skill, which is +2. That's why it's +5. This is now going to take it up to +7 when she gets a +4 bonus from that. I think that was it that we collected. Another amethyst. Okay. So looking at our journal, we now have runs in the family and the collector that's done. So the Magister's Amulet is at the Manacalon Ruin, and Bitteroot's treasure map is an entirely different area. So let's go head out. Okay, and we need to get to the Manacalon Ruins. So from here, we go straight. It's 7 days. We have more than enough food. It would be 1 day to get back. And then I think it's 4 days to get from Caer Kiflin. Well, it might be longer. I can't remember. I think we'll just head straight out of here to the Manacalon Ruin. We got plenty of food. And the Silent Whisper outpost is down here. Oh, we're gonna have to go back to Cupran anyway. Okay, so let's ambush these. Now again, this one kinda sucks. This encounter does. I'll take that. And it's because of the evil priests in here. So they're both right here. And this one rolled before me. Jeez, I rolled horribly. Horribly. Okay.
Solasta and Minure.
Okay, so she counterspelled. So what's she gonna throw here? Oh,
Stay
rolled a
with us.
20. Here it comes. Is this guiding bolt? Okay, she missed. Okay, so we're gonna go after the other evil priest here. And I'll take the attack of opportunity.
Arcana intro. Minure.
Ha! Not bad, eh?
Okay, so almost got a one-shot.
Well struck.
Good. One less evil priest we have to deal with. The warlord's now blinded. Okay, I'll defend. Action surge. Jeez, nice rolls. Jeez. Wish I could get those. 14, 16, and 17 back to back to back. Must be nice. I think I want to try and get rid of the other evil priest if I can. That did not... What did I roll on my... Oh. I rolled 2s? Come on. I was like, how did that not kill with 27 hit points? I rolled 3 2s. Alright. It's gonna be that type of day. Alright, so... I'll quicken it.
Solasta Evo.
Harder!
Okay, and now we'll go back again. Focusing on the scouts. Jeez. Look at these rolls. Okay, so the veteran, the 2 veterans are here. Let's not get in between them. Okay, so Doomblade Cut's now active there. Nice hit. Okay, hopefully the Warlord goes after one of the 2 here and doesn't come after Rudi. Good deal. Oh, jeez. 20 and a 16. Jeez. What
seem
are
worse.
these rolls? Nice. Nice. It is definitely going to be that type of day. Well, at least this one's rolling badly. Even without disadvantage. It's about time I got some payback. I think I can probably kill the scout with just 1 bolt. Yeah.
Ha! That must have hurt.
I don't think I'll have to smite. I might as well though. Okay. We'll throw it up again.
Oh, bad luck. What
is this? It's like the Warlord can't ever roll below a 17. It's crazy. Look at that. Okay, we don't need the flank here because he's already got advantage.
Viribe. A palpable hit.
No, it's not.
Solasta Vivo. Veribe.
Okay, stunning strike's still on. And he failed.
No quarter given. Viribe.
That one didn't even fight back.
Alright. So because of some great rolls there, and it looks like I passed everybody on the bestiary knowledge check. Okay, I got my first plate armor. Okay, so let's go look at Rudi here and see. So this is going to set my armor class to 18. Whereas right now I have 16 plus my 2 dex bonus, so it doesn't really give me any benefit over what I'm wearing. However, it does look kind of cool. So, and then I can turn around and I can sell the half plate plus 1. Because that's what I'm wearing. Half plate of sturdiness and a half plate plus 1 are the exact same thing. Put the handy haversack on. Roller Revivifies out there. Okay. So let's head back out. Oh, let's take a short rest to get all of our key points and all that sort of stuff back. I don't care about this because I'm going to be taking a long rest here in a little bit. But that's going to get all of my Warlock spell slots back. in my key points. I don't think stuff that is meant to come back on a short rest actually comes back on a long rest. I'll look at that again, but I think, like last time, Sharon had a couple of missing spell slots. And I'm pretty sure she had taken long rests, and they hadn't come back. So I need to be more diligent about taking short rests if that's the case. That's kind of a weird thing if that's what's happening. In tabletop, it doesn't work that way, but I'll take a look at it and see. And we're going to get at least a couple of more encounters, I believe, on this. Yeah, I think we're going to get one in here. Oh, no, we didn't. I thought we had got, I thought we had gotten 2 in there in my personal playthrough, but maybe I didn't. Okay, so for this, let's move in here. Let's check and see.
Strike true, friends.
What we have here for the crafting manuals. So I think that's just a +1 mace. Plate armor of robustness is plate armor +1. So I'm going to pick that up. The heavy crossbow of accuracy is a crossbow +1. And I'm pretty sure I can craft that right now. Well, not on me, but when I get back. I don't know what sharpshooting does. He doesn't use it enough for me to care, though. The longbow, though, I will take. Because M does use his longbow quite a bit. The longbow with sharpness is probably the same thing. And these are priming and enchanting stuff. So let's sell off a bunch of this stuff. Something was wrong. I'm only getting 6 gold from this? Oh, no. Yeah, that's right. 847. I was like, wait a minute, why is that not working? It's because I'm working off the debt, basically. So yeah, this is right. So it was basically for free that I picked up all of that. And I can sell the half plate +1. Don't get a whole lot for that, though. And let's go read these. Where is... the longbow of accuracy? Am I missing? Oh, here it is. Longbow sharpshooting. Okay, so we need a blood ruby for that. That I can do. And the plate armor of sturdiness and robustness. Okay. Oil of acuteness I have. Yep. Okay. Alright, so for this, we need to head into... we need to get back to the library. Okay, and for this, we're going to have to get us back into this area over here. Actually, it's this area here that we have to get to. So whatever way y'all need to take to get there, I leave it to y'all. Okay. So, for this, we're going to need to trigger... we're going to need to stand on some runes. Okay. And... Okay, so the first one's here. That's going to open up the second one. You can walk on walls. Actually, I'm trying to think. Yeah. I think I will try and do this. Rudi is going to move here. Okay, and Sharon. It's going to move here for now. And with that, before we start this, I'm going to take a 3-minute break. Give everybody a chance here to get up, stretch your legs a little bit, use the facilities, and I will be back in just a couple of minutes. I'll see you soon. Alright, welcome back everybody. So, I'm kind of thinking here. I'm gonna swap... Oops. I'm going to swap Rudi and Sharon. Okay, now Sharon... Whoops. Sharon is flying. So when she stands on top of the rune, I don't think she's activating it. That's interesting. I don't know as if I've seen it happen this way before. Let me... It's still active. Okay, well that could make this a lot easier. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, though. Let's see. Let's see if it will. Like I say, I'm not sure if it will or not. So... And let's see if M can open this. I'm going to... Actually, before I do that, let's take M... here...
Baraike, Enjo, Viribe.
Let's see if he can open this. He can. Nice. Okay. Normally your party's all spread out down here. And it makes this kind of a pain in the butt to group everybody back up. The air elementals spawned 2 over there and 1 here. Where's the 3rd one? Oh, way up there. Right. So I want to try and get everybody back here so that the air elementals here have to dash to get to me. But when you're sitting down here, it's kind of a pain to do that. But this worked out pretty well. Let's see if I can get back. Okay, so I can. I'm not entirely sure how an air elemental is actually able to be blinded, but not gonna argue with it.
Solasta Encho Minure. Solasta Evo. Mountains. You like it?
And I'm gonna move my bard here.
Arcana Enjo Minure.
A telling blow.
Okay, and we got Doomblade cut to land there. Now these, I believe, all have to dash to get to me. Yep. Go after my bard. Perfect. I didn't want it going after Sharon. Okay, so we'll move Rudi here. Will Divine Smite. Take the free win.
Viribe.
I think that'll be enough to get a kill.
One foe down.
And good, they all have to dash. Oh no, this one didn't. Are we gonna go after Sharon? So let's start off with this one, I think.
More coming your way.
Oh, because he's blessed. I was like, why is he adding it to the attack and the rolls? It's because he's blessed. That's what that extra D4 is that's popping up. Okay, now she's going to have disadvantage. Now I can move her back and then move her... Oh, yeah, I shouldn't have... Well, it's going to cancel out. Let's see if I can use this. I can't. I want her flying again. I forgot to reactivate that. Okay, so they're not blind. They're not blinded. Well, he's not, anyway. Those rolls were not with disadvantage. I think a level 1 smite should be enough.
Good.
Yes. This one's gonna go after Sharon. Oh, went after M. That's fine.
Well done.
Really low damage roll there. I rolled a 1. Okay, now Sharon can move out.
Solasta, Evo.
So she doesn't have disadvantage on that, and then she can move back in.
Victory is mine!
Give this air elemental something else to shoot at. Okay, now it's got disadvantage. For some reason, it didn't have disadvantage on the previous one.
Again! Harder!
Oh, seriously low roll again.
Nice.
Roll the crit. I'd prefer not to kill this. Okay, so we're just gonna end that turn.
Solasta Divo. Veribe. Solasta Evo.
Okay. And we failed miserably on that check. Rolled a 5. Okay. So do some searching here, and you're going to get a whole bunch of magnesium and acids out of this. Okay, and blast ran out. Let's go loot this. I think we already did. I think it automatically went into our inventory, but we'll check. No, it didn't. It's still here. So there's the Magister's Amulet. Okay, and this is going to, once we pick this up, is going to end the Magister's Amulet side quest. Okay. So everything else, nothing else respawns in here. The cloak of Arachnida. It's pretty funny. Okay, and now we're going to head out to the Silent Whisper Outpost to do Bitteroot's treasure map. So it takes 6 long rests. We got 50 units of food. And I want to look and see. I can't. Yeah, Sharon did use a spell. She cast Guidance. So I want to see if, after these long rests, that spell slot has come back or not. I can't see her spell slots in here. We'll check and see. Okay, so more high priests. So again, we want to try and focus the high priests here. They can cast Flame Strike and some other things like that that we definitely want to watch out for. Where's the warlord at? Oh, we don't have a warlord, just veterans. Okay. So let's get out here. Some damage. See if we can stun one of the high priests.
Good.
Rolled a 19. Okay. And these high priests you can see are a little bit beefier. That was stupid.
Arcana Enjo Minure.
And rolled a 14. So here's Flame Strike, probably. And the acolytes, if they can't see you, won't do anything.
Solasta Encho Minure.
And yeah, see, her second level spell slot didn't come back. So yeah, her pack magic stuff is only coming back on a short rest. So if I pull, this is 10 feet. Okay, nope. That's still 10 feet.
Solasta Evo. Mouse.
Another flame strike, probably. Guiding bolt. Okay, so we're going to move the darkness up here a little bit. Turn on Flurry of Blows. Stunning Strike still active. Let's see if we can stun this one.
Well done.
Perfect. Now we'll go to work on the other one. Oh,
Only the last blow matters.
let's step back a little bit.
Arcana Enjo.
Rolled an 18. Darkness OP. Actually, let's not do that. Might as well throw Snilox out there. And we can quicken it too.
Solasta,
They all failed their dexterity saving throws.
Solasta, Evo. Mavis. Ha! That must have hurt.
Healing, not a problem. He's not going to be able to out-heal my damage. And like I say, if the acolytes can't see you, they're just gonna run around doing nothing. If they can see you, though, you're in for a bad time. They're gonna be throwing a whole bunch of like Melf's acid arrows at you and that sort of stuff.
You like that?
2 20s. Admittedly with advantage.
You have them now.
Oh, what is he got, like 1 hit point?
Arcana Evo.
I trained hard for this.
And you can see that the acolytes are really squishy.
Get a nice scar.
Why are they not having disadvantage on their attack rolls? Nobody's got disadvantage here. Why is that?
Solasta, Evo.
Why does nobody have not have disadvantage? Or why does everybody not have disadvantage here? What is this? Fail it. Okay, good. I've got advantage on my attack rolls. It's weird. I think I can replicate it though. I think I know what's happening. I just don't know why it's happening.
Again! Harder!
Okay, that was a nice Divine Smite roll there. 17 Radiant.
Again. Solasta, Evo.
That's the way.
Now he's got disadvantage on these attack rolls. Yeah. Okay. I know what's happening, I just don't know why it's happening. And I'll try and replicate it here. Oh, that'd be bad if I did it though, because it's going after my bard. Well, actually, I can try and replicate it without. Let's do this. Let's get one attack here.
Wait till the next
Okay,
one.
that's enough. Hey, Rudi, I'm gonna move Rudi back away from him. Then I'm gonna move him back next to him. My bard, I'm just gonna move back out of the way because I don't want to take hits. Actually, I don't need to cancel it, or I didn't need to quicken it because I'm not going to attack. Well, I can attack the Acolyte.
Solasta, Evo.
Okay, now if I'm right, if he goes after Rudi, he will not have disadvantage on his attacks. Nope, he did. I don't know why it was happening. I thought it was maybe a bug or something where if you moved out of melee range and then back into it, for some reason it got rid of it. It got rid of the disadvantage, but that's exactly what Rudi did. Now, the only thing he didn't do was, normally I would move out with my bard, I would take an action, and then I would move back in. I didn't do that with Rudi. I just moved out and moved right back in, so maybe that's a different trigger, I don't know. Okay, so I got the Acolyte. Failed everybody else. Yep, failed everybody else. Agonazar Scorcher's good. Everything else I don't need. Poisoner's Kit. I don't think I have anybody who has proficiency with that. Okay, so we're gonna take Sharon is down 2 spell slots here on her sorcerer. And she's down 1 on her warlock. Let's wait and see. She's down 1 on her sorcerer spells here too. Let's wait and see what happens to her spell slots after these long rests. So they should be going almost right into our long rest here. Yep. Oh, I'm right there. Okay, so let's look at Sharon real quick. Okay, so they did all come back. There were sorcerer ones and her warlock did. I'm not entirely sure why I was missing some spell slots on some of those. Okay, so we immediately want to go into cautious mode here. And we're going to take M and we're going to go up here and loot this. Okay, and that's going to get us some magnesium. Now we're going to bring everybody to the base of this ladder. Okay, so I'm going to put my bard... Actually, yeah, my bard there. Rudi can stay where he is there. M going to go here, and Sharon is going to move back here. Okay, and I'm going to go up this ladder and almost immediately go into pause or into turn-based mode. Okay, because I have an Orc Beastmaster and an Orc Berserker up here. Okay, now here I don't know if I'll be able to get shots. Okay, so I can. Okay. So now we're immediately going to come back down the ladder. Sharon is going to ready an Elder's Blast. Rudy's going to ready a melee. M is going to throw up Darkness. Okay, and since they didn't see anybody, they didn't move toward me. I'm just gonna rinse and repeat until I lose stealth. Here. Okay, so now I've lost stealth. And why can't I get down? So it's too high to even get up and get down? Okay. Okay, and the... Interesting. Really interesting. Ah, that was slick. When I knocked him backward, the Berserker, when I knocked him backward last time, he broke the door. Or he opened it somehow, and that triggered everybody here. So this is going to be fun. Well, we're definitely going to take this attack of opportunity. Yeah, we'll take that. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Let's get everybody to dash out here. Oh, they're gonna get stuck in the... Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. Move right for me a little bit. That's perfect. Okay, because we are going to... Can I not see them there? Interesting. Okay, well, we'll throw Agonazar's Scorcher up here. Sure. Okay, no we won't. Let's throw Snillox instead. Oh, it's out of range. Can I cast Malediction now? Nope, still can't see. Okay. Why can I not... The position is not perceived. Why can't you see through that? Yeah, it's like for some reason, it's almost like she can't see through the darkness for some reason. So let's get her in the darkness. She still can't see for Malediction. Yeah, that's weird. For some reason, she's not able to see. Yep. I have no idea why that is. I have no idea. It can't be because of the walls here, because she'd be able to see through here. So I have no idea what the problem is. She probably won't be able to see anybody. Yeah. Okay, crazy. I have no idea. This is going to trigger everybody.
Cautious. Oh, he died. Yeah, he
He jumped down and died. Everybody around him triggered. Jorval and Rudi all triggered, plus Sharon. So everybody hit him and killed him. So I will just ready up another melee attack then.
Nice move.
Viribe.
This is what happens. They jump down the ladder and they die. Now, I would really like to get her in a position where she can see. The orc shaman is invisible. He's gonna be coming. And he's a problem. He's a big problem. Let's try and work on the orc chieftain here.
Solasta Encho. Minure.
Okay, try and get rid of the wolf. Damage on the
Solasta
chieftain.
Evo. Got ya.
Okay, Rudi is going to... This is the last fight that I have to do in here.
Maraike. Evo. Viribe.
See if we can stun the berserker.
Well struck.
Perfect. Get the rest of the damage on the chieftain. $15, that'd be a really high roll for him to get a kill. There's the shaman. There he is. There's lightning bolt. Who did it hit? Hit my bard. But only my bard. Okay, we'll see if we can get him locked down next turn. I shouldn't need to smite with that, with only 9 hit points.
A modest success.
Okay, can Sharon see him there? No. Yeah, I saw it. She's gonna have to move a long way out to be able to see him. going to be taking a big chance with this. Target's out of range. All right. Don't have anything else to lock down. I think I actually will do this.
Solasta, holy, Felice.
Let's let me go invisible so I can avoid the attack from the shaman.
Viribe. I'm coming.
Ooh. Nice. 19 radiant. 667. Like it.
Wait till the next one.
Okay, so I'm going to take one more attack from the shaman here, it looks like. Guiding bolt. No, acid arrow. Okay, I don't have a problem with that.
Arcana Enjo Minure. Arcana Evo Almis.
Not bad, eh?
Look at all the low rolls. 1d10, I rolled a 1. 1d10, I rolled a 2. See if we can lock the shaman down.
Solasta, Encho, Minure.
Outstanding.
Solasta, Evo, Mamis.
Let's see if we can move our darkness. Okay, and then we will move up here. I think I can move one more and still be in it. Yes. Okay, so we popped up, but that's not going to save him. Before I do that, turn off Repelling Blast.
Arcana Vivo Alvis.
Next time.
Three and a 4.
Solasta Encho Minure. Solasta Evo Malvis.
Have them now.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Can't shoot that inside darkness.
I trained hard for this.
Don't think the Beastmaster is going to come after me. Yep. Let's again turn off Repelling Blast.
Arcana Vivo Alvis.
Death reaches out for you.
Okay. Then we'll turn that back on. Sharon.
Solasta Evo Veribe. Solasta
That should end it.
Evo Malvis.
Harder!
Okay, so Direwolf is mastered. Let's turn this off so it quits lagging. Direwolf is mastered. Increase the Orc Shaman, increase the Orc Berserker, and failed on the Beastmaster. Okay, so nothing special. And what was that quarterstaff? Just a regular quarterstaff. Okay. Okay, some engraved bone dice. Nothing but with something we can sell. Nothing special about them. Okay, hide armor +1. I think that's the third one of those we found. Okay, and there we have the slave stone. Be using this a little bit later. And here we have the Silent Whisper cipher disk, and that's going to complete Bitteroot's treasure map. And there's nothing else in here, so let's make our way out. Okay, and now we have a choice. So all of these are returned to the quest board. And the only two that we have left are the Cradle of Fire and the Mind of the Master. So now it's just a question of which of these do we want to go do. It really doesn't matter which one you go do. In which order. There is a slight bonus to traveling. If you're going to the Cradle of Fire first and then the Mind of the Master. But that's kind of 6 of one, half dozen the other. Especially if you have a cleric or a druid or a cleric or somebody who has the Goodberry cantrip. Or a ranger, I mean, that has the Goodberry cantrip, then you don't have to worry about food at all. But food is so cheap, it's not really that big a deal, whichever way you go. We are going to end up going to the Cradle of Fire first. So we're going to need to go to the volcano. But we have completed a bunch of stuff, and you can see these are way out here. Okay. So if we go here, it's only 5 long rests. Once you get out here in the countryside, so to speak, it significantly shortens your travel time. Okay. But also for us to get back to Caer Kiflin, it's 6 long rests. Okay. So it's going to take us the same amount to get out there as it does for us to get back. And I think I want to head back and see if we can prep some crafting, and we'll sell off all of the stuff that we have. We'll look and see if we can prep anything for crafting, and then we will head out next week to go start fresh with one of the main quests. So it'll take us 7 days or 6 long rests to get back to Caer Kiflin that way. Getting to Corporan, where our other gate is going to take us 6 days or 5 long rests instead. Okay, what do we have? Dark Weavers. 3 of them. Okay. And spies. So it's the Dark Weavers that are the interesting ones here. So we roll badly on initiative. Horribly badly on initiative. Horrifically badly on initiative. Okay, so we're gonna stop all of this nonsense. And make them come to us. I'm gonna put Rudi out front by 1 more here. I'm gonna have him just get an attack off on the Dark Weaver.
Nice move.
Okay, and then we're gonna put our shield back on, get our armor class back up to 21. Hit me with a 25. And again, we're not doing anything here. We're gonna be waiting.
Arcana Encho Minure.
These folks are all gonna come to us.
Arcana Vivo Valmis.
remember, because of her spell sniper perk, she's able to reach out and touch you a long way away. She has, I think the range on this is now 32.
Solasta, evil, mummies.
Good kill.
Okay, and yes, let's get this up, because I'm sick and tired of this mess already. So now none of their ranged attacks are going to work. And they're going to have to come get some here. Why don't we group you all up a little bit more? How about that?
Arcana, evil, mummies.
Aaron, drop a little hurt on him. Good roll. So we had 2 failures and 2 successes. But they all got Curse of Time. That's what I love about Curse of Time. Is that it works with AoE effects. That's gonna hurt.
A modest success.
That's what I said about the Dark Weavers. The Dark Weavers are the interesting ones here because they're gonna get 3 attacks per round.
Are you okay?
And they're bound to get lucky occasionally. Why is she not getting disadvantage? Let's pass on the smite.
That's battle.
Disadvantage is so strong. You haven't figured that out by now. I don't need to smite the spy. Let's move Sharon up and out of range here.
Solasta, evil, mummies.
Touche!
Not dead? try and put some of these to sleep here. This is the one that goes next. Perfect. Outstanding.
More coming your way.
Okay, now they have disadvantage. Okay, he's stunned. Let's go after this one. He's the next one in line here.
Ha, not bad, eh?
Solasta Evo. Mavis.
Got ya.
Okay. M is gonna move over here. I don't think we need to try and put this guy to sleep. I think if I hit all of them, I'll kill him.
Bleed.
Perfect. Let's see if we can get rid of the spy as well. Have to roll high. Nice. Okay, we'll defend. He's trying to counteract. He's trying to flank. Counteract his disadvantage. Get a kill. Ugh. Rolled horribly low. Oh, he's got uncanny dodge. That's why.
More.
Okay. Let's bring Sharon down here.
Solasta Evo. Veribe.
Then we'll move her back up. Let's try and stun him.
A fine stroke!
Nice. Okay, still stunned.
Good.
Love it. Okay, so how did I do? I passed all of them. Pouch of dust. I'm not sure what that is. Actually. Let's see if there's something else to that. The dust of disappearance. Okay. So this is you can consume it, but you can also throw it at anything, but normally at a party member, to grant them invisibility. Now, I believe there's only one in this. Yeah, there's only one. But yeah, it's a throwable invisibility, which is nice. Got another search up here. And let's get out of here. Get me to a long rest here. That took some damage. I should have just gone to the Fortress of the Shield instead. I was planning around existing routes, not thinking that they were going to travel overland and create a new route to get to it. Okay, once we get down here, we'll hit the major gate, and we'll head back to Caer Kiflin and turn all this in. think the major gate's here. Yep. And then what we'll end up doing is we'll end up teleporting back there, and heading out to the volcano from there. Okay, so we shouldn't have to really do anything here except turn this stuff in. There shouldn't be anybody who wants to talk to us. So let's head to Market Street. We'll go to the quest board. We'll turn all these in. Okay, we don't have any new available missions, and it closed all of these out. So our scavengers are almost up to 100. So here, let's sell off all of this stuff. I don't know as if I'm going to... The only difference is the +1 to hit. I'm getting the plus 1d6 damage if the Doomblade Cut hits. But here, this gives me a +1 to hit, so I guess that's why I'm keeping it around. Yeah, none of these are special. And I've got enough for a level up as well. I want to keep that for a second. Oh. Did find some bracers. I'm pretty sure I know what those are. Okay, yeah. Now we're going to buy... Actually, no, I don't think we'll need it. I don't think we'll need them. Let's reorder this. Yeah, because I don't think we have anybody who's proficient with the Poisoner kit. Don't need the Scroll kit. Don't need the dice. Okay. So let's actually go do a level up, and I will deal with the rest of this inventory off stream. How about that? So we need to go to the court. We need to head up here and head to our rooms.
Your rooms are ready.
Okay, and let's take a long rest. Actually, first, before we do, we picked up... Everybody now has a ring of poison resistance too, which is going to be useful. But these need to get identified. Guess I'm pretty sure I know what these are. Yep. So, the Bracer of Sparkles is exactly what it is. Allows you to cast Sparkle at will. If you don't have anything else going on, then it can be useful. The Ring of All Words I want to leave on there now because I don't know who we have proficiency. Yeah, because see, this is all the languages because she's wearing that ring. Okay, nobody has Orcish. Let me see if she has it without the ring on. Yeah, see, she doesn't. And we're going to need Orcish before we head to... before we head to the volcano. So keep that in mind, that you want to have the ability to have the Orc language. And that was something that I just messed up in character creation. I didn't give somebody that. So we have an empty attunement slot. He's got 3. Sharon has 2. And this, I know what this is too. This is a Ring of Necrotic Resistance. And we're quickly going to now get to the point where we need to start changing out our attuned items before we get into encounters. Okay, we've just got too many, and we'll need to swap out to necrotic resistance or poison resistance on our rings if we as we need it. So let's end today by leveling up. Okay, so I don't think we... Yeah, it doesn't really matter which one of these we add in. For poison resistance is the one we're going to need. So let's level up. Okay, so we're at Bard 4, Warlock 4. Now we're going to start our Paladin dip. Okay. Our deity doesn't matter. Okay, for our weapon mastery here, we're going to take... We have longsword and a rapier. Okay, so longsword, you give the creature disadvantage on their attack. Rapier, if you hit a creature with the weapon and deal damage, you have advantage on your next attack against that creature. Doesn't apply as much to us, either one of these, because we always have advantage and they always have disadvantage for the most part. But it will work against enemies that have blind sight or something like that. Okay, so our Paladin. Again, Paladin 4, Warlock 4, so now it's time for us to do our Fighter dip. Okay, so this is going to get us a fighting style. Okay, and there's a bunch of them to choose from. There's a whole bunch of different ones that you're not used to seeing out of the SRD. They got added in by all the expansion modules. Defense is going to, we know what this is. We've seen this in Baldur's Gate 3. It gives you a straight +1 bonus to armor class. Astral Reach, your unarmed reach increases by 5 feet as long as both of your hands are free. This is a really good thing for your unarmed monk. Astral Reach is a great fighting style to be able to give them. So if you do a fighter dip on your monk, Astral Reach is huge. Blind fighting, again, the same thing we're always used to see. We don't need it. Classical sword play, you gain a +1 to your attack rolls and a +1 to your AC while wielding a one-handed weapon and no weapon or shield. Okay, that's not for us. Crippling, you reduce your movement speed of your opponents. Executioner, you add your proficiency bonus to damage against blinded, frightened, restrained, incapacitated, paralyzed, prone, or stunned creatures. Since we fight in blindness all the time, that would be a flat +4 to all of our damage. Okay? And you know, actually, now that I'm thinking about this, I need to hold this off. I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Yeah, that's why I want to hold off. I miscounted on my paladin on my notes here. Paladin, I need to take it 1 more to get extra attack. That's too big a bonus to skip, and then I'll do my fighter dip next level. I almost messed that up. Because that's all you get is the extra attack out of it. So a huge damage increase though, and I almost missed it. So monk right now, we're gonna stay pure monk. And on this one, we should get, yeah, we do. We get unarmored movement. So climbing becomes second nature. Climbing no longer costs us extra movement. All of our things that we're adding our proficiency bonus to, see, we're now up to 11 to hit and 9 to hit because of our proficiency bonus. And then our warlock. So here I am back now on warlock. And this is going to get me another Eldritch Invocation. Okay, so if I wanted to unlearn anything I could, but no, those are all great. We are keeping those. So now our next invocation, and we start unlocking the second set down here of Eldritch Invocations. That doesn't mean we have to be down here. We can be anywhere because Eldritch Spear is really nice, except right now as a spell sniper, my ranged spell attacks ignore half cover and 3/4 cover, which is what Eldritch Spear would give us, except this would ignore any cover. So even in full cover, I'd be able to hit targets. Not necessarily something that that we're going to need all that often. So start looking at what we're doing here, and we get 2 of them. So Maddening Hex, whenever we have Malediction up, Maddening Hex is going to deal psychic damage to the target and each creature of your choice within 5 feet of it. Okay, the psychic damage equals your charisma modifier, which is +5. Okay, so Maddening Hex adds AoE onto our onto anything that deals psychic damage to a cursed target. And we're going to very quickly be getting something that adds psychic damage onto everything we do. So we're going to take Maddening Hex And for the rest of this, it doesn't really matter all that much. Bark skin isn't going to do anything for us. So Spark of Kinesis is probably the best, being able to cast haste once. Okay, so you can change the damage type of your Eldritch Blast to psychic damage instead of force damage. Okay, so now every time we do psychic damage, Maddening Hex is going to proc. Don't need to unlearn any spells, I don't think. I mean, I could unlearn Darkness, but having somebody else be able to cast it in case I lose concentration with my monk is still nice. Okay, so level 3, Counterspell is huge. That's what we're going to take. Hunger of Hadar is, again, we've seen it before. It's really, really good. And it takes... Oh boy, Let's go back. Let's change this. Let's remove Darkness. I didn't want to do this, but Hunger of Hadar is going to be very, very useful coming up at the... we're going to be fighting a lot of fire creatures, and doing 2d6 cold damage when they are vulnerable to it is really useful. And then Counterspell, obviously, a huge benefit for us. Okay, and that's going to give us a great point to call it for today. And we didn't do a single save that entire time. That's horrible. Should have reminded me, chat. So, next week we're going to head out back on the main quest line. Offline, I'm going to take care of all this inventory stuff that we have. I'm going to prep some crafting that we can do on the road out there next time. And I may not fast travel using the major gate. I may just travel all the way out there to guarantee that that crafting finishes by the time we get there. We'll kind of see what happens next week. So, as always, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate all of the support that y'all give me. My channel members and my subscribers especially, thank you very, very much. And thank you, Rudi. We'll see how well my team does here in a little bit under an hour. I'll keep my fingers crossed. But as always, I say without your support, none of this would be possible. This is Commander Draval saying until next time, fare thee well.